Office Rekam Jangka District Level Services Authority Southwest Khas Hills District Haringkat Kejingit Relang Barka Office Jangka District Social Welfare Officer Southwest Khas Hills District Kila Rakhe Yaka International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking Araja Upon Rio Halor Kapang World Drug Problem Persisting Issues New Challenges Innovative Responses Walapan Long Hapoga District and Session Judge Court Complex Southwest Khas Hills District Hakanika program lasa khilang da uba LGM Kharmi MCS Additional Deputy Commissioner Southwest Khas Hills District but uba Banrap Mawkyrwat MPS Superintendent of Police Southwest Khas Hills District kum ki kongsan hakanika jing Rakhe ka kongsi dakhar MHGS District and Session Judge cum Chairperson District Legal Services Authority Southwest Khas Hills District but ka kong B Majau MJS Chief Judicial Magistrate cum Secretary District Legal Services Authority Southwest Khas Hills District Ringkat ki khena school ki nong hikai ki officer bat ki riu bat bang Hakani Kasngiru uba LGM Kharmi MCS Additional Deputy Commissioner Southwest Khas Hills District ulayo ban palat bat ba ya ka phlim lingkot kabala ai kerteng shumat kabadan haka kajing thumu ban prinsong tho ya ki pat ba khamta mi ki samla shaphang ki jingma ki bami na kajing di ba jingya lenti hau drop kabalong na ijing stang ibaret kala ban wanra sha kajingma kabakraw Hakabenta ba arjang program lapan long ya ke technical session hakabaka kong W Lingkoi adolescent counselor district medical and health office Southwest Khas Hills District kala ai jingkran halor ki jing e ki bami na ke jing pindan kam yo drug ki lat jingya da bat ki rukam jingya rap ban pin phai byang ye ki balangat hakani ke jing e
kebanyakan memang di addiction, kebanyakan memang treatment berjoki, nambah kini untuk besar ini orang lebih identiti. Nasitu orang ini kita mahu nak ada kena kita drugs ni orang ini kita ni pada jalan berapa kau berdetai dia kena apa jadi drugs. Jadi kira dia kata orang berdetai dia kena apa jadi drugs. Jadi di mana ni program apa betul macam kita ada kita mahu kita jadi kita hanya masa nanti berada di situ. Bahan telah bagi makni yang saya berkuat kenal itu berjuti naik ke besar itu berkomunikasi. Maka di waktu waktu ini mentari PH group di belah terbantu dari kemudian membuat lebih membuat district legal services authority. Maka dari itu di belah besar ini di mana mereka film itu tempat enorm proposal bahwa ni kemudian DLSA ni buat Juni dan isi tapi kesepuan Juni peribatan dengan fans Juni nak dengan more really it resonates from this movie. We have seen there are few cases which are of commercial quantity. I don't get to try because small quantity I have to send to the magistrate for trial. So what does it mean? In this district, what this movie is portraying, it's really a shumat. Not shumat. Pingok akating yade paralog. Pingok akating tembe. Adi shumat. Kani ka movie ko pag-iigat ati, kapikikis pangidang natahan nito, it seems to be the true story. Bapun kidikip small quantity. Kiba shumat. Pingok. And Hajin Shisha ni kung kadlasa nile iki awareness program. This movie is one of the effective awareness program. Nile iki awareness program baru is now Section 39A, Article 39A of the Constitution. Nang kat nang Article 39A. Needle to Article 14, Article 21, Article 22, 1, 14 carried by ensure, okay, not some sure, 39A carried by Rakhe, Laai Daka Anjum Kari, Bangin iaka free legal aid, Yanu Yanuro, Kibadon Kam, Nanta. Ka Article 14, ka pen kikina paparo hakmat kaan nilong kumju, niringkat kumju. Ka Article 21, ka iaka ho, mafin imnado. Nata ka Article 22.1, ka iaka ho, yakitu kibasyaken. Ka iaka ho, yakitu kibasyaken lo. Ni trade ni kadalasan ka trade packaging supervise jongka masa ngamut ban penggemawia ni ngahap ban penggemawia ni accept nila verbally nila accept also ya invitation siya visitor general whatever members get free jongka masa tamba due to other commitments he could not come and he sent his best wishes. Kamalsa, Hakating Pinyato Member Secretary, of course, under the judge in charge as well, the Patron-in-Chief, Kaspubai City activities were done. But Kamalsa state level, Rasa district level, Nikre under the aegis of NALSA, which is at the national level. NALSA Pinyato Judge from Supreme Court. Key judges, not judiciary, Minchua. Yani na judiciary community ni pass judgment happen dong ni muan cuma anyway kawan kecil perkat balai ni net banpet balai ni syakmat ban ayah kecil tip syakibri syupangi ay kadang kini kecil kamaksim ignorantia juris non excusat or ignorantia legis neminem excusat. Kani kapamon, excuse of ignorance of the law is no excuse. Dapat kumta ignorance of the law is no excuse. Kapamon, bafinong tip kadang takaan tokso, tip kadang takaan NPS, pimara na naman kata, don reiki kadang balay. Syakem bet, dalam bafilale. Ignorance of fact and law.
Whatever activities that you have, for the ladies, I don't know. Maybe some of you are into Instagram, TikTok, making reels, so many things. Going to your beauty parlors, or I don't know if you started all that. Will anybody say studying? Nobody will find studying enjoying. We are talking about drugs, about saying no to drugs. Magiging a long way, about presyabi ang drugs. Balik na kata-kata magiging mag-stress. Balik na kapan presyabi. Kaya iba drugs kalian. Kaya iba kata, ikajingkot, iksyari. So, please don't mind, I'll be mixing up a little bit in English also for you. I hope you will all understand. Now, I want to address a little bit about addiction. What exactly is addiction? Okay, we all talk about drugs, we all talking about people getting addicted to drugs, and that's why you see the no is also in capitals, there's a big red when they say no to drugs, because it causes addiction, you get addicted to drugs. But what exactly is addiction? How many of you have family members or relatives who are addicted to drugs? Is anybody here? Don't addicts? So that's good then. If none of you have that, it's good. Then this can be a learning for you. Now, why I was talking about activities that you love or bring happiness. Okay? How does our brain work? Okay, now our brain is neither the nervous system or now it's wired in a certain way. Okay? That when you do things, the brain releases a chemical called dopamine. Okay? And that releases in very small amounts. So anything that you do that brings joy, it could be playing, it could be singing, it could be dancing, the brain will always release dopamine. And you will always feel happy. So whenever the brain releases dopamine, your body feels that I will do it again. Because this activity brings me joy and happiness. Now what does drugs do, Mark? Once you have drugs, it hijacks your nervous system. Okay, so the drugs take control of your whole nervous system. And what does it do? Instead of releasing that small amount of dopamine, the brain now starts releasing 10 to 20 times more the level of dopamine. Okay? So suddenly you feel, when you start taking drugs, you feel this extra amount of happiness which you have never felt before. And then you say, this is something new, this is something I want. Okay, I've never felt this sort of English ecstasy. But you saw this euphoria. So I want to have more of this drugs. Okay? Then you start having more. Now the brain, I'm not sure, can handle this amount of dopamine. So what does it do? I'm not sure when dopamine, it starts stopping the amount of dopamine. Now your body, any normal thing that you do, whatever that would normally give you happiness, the brain now says you cannot rely on that. Your body will only rely on drugs. So now it's what we call tolerance. Increase the tolerance for drugs. So from having a small quantity, let's say you have just heroin, for example, 0.1 grams, you start increasing 0.5 grams, 1 grams, 2 grams, because dopamine from this drug.
But don't be drugs. And compared to them all, say no, but all knows you know, be Dino, your blood, your bum, your blood. It's always said, charity begins at home. If you do not start from home, we are irrelevant. And continuing on SP, dopamine. The world today, when it's going to be joining to be the sun, they don't have to instant gratification. Instant gratification. Kalau dikuat bermenur, kita happy nak mengajuti kita mobil. Kadang-kadang masa reels, kadang-kadang masa TikTok, kadang-kadang masa Instagram, kadang-kadang likes, TikTok likes it. It is for that reason that we also fall to drugs. Because there is a peer pressure. There is a peer pressure that you do not want to displease your friends, you do not want to displease your acquaintance. Therefore, you fall into drugs. That's why I'm saying charity begins at home. Now, if at home, all of us live as a family, I think the chances of drugs will be minimized. Because all of us look for love, all of us look for affection, all of us look for hugs. And if you do not get in the house or in the home that we live in, we tend to look for it outside. So that's why I'm trying to put in this one psychoanalysis, an Austrian who says this. Basically, a human being is selfish. Basically, a human being is selfish. Basically, a human being is selfish. Kadang orang speaker tu minum dari kawan syarab fikir tu ada dia, berkat untuk kita kawan hadir. Berhantar bagi seorang bagi dan ni Malaysia berkat ni ini orang tak ini di challenges. But ini tu concentrate show apa tahu tadi ini kan di end users. Kita tadi ni berkat untuk ini users. Larang ni sen, charity din sebelum boleh. Larang ni sen ni tinggi sen ni yang salah ni. Abang ni tadi producers, dari kita beri supply, ni lengkap dan bukti yang kita beri. Memang dalam ke supply, abuse dulu. The concentration kepada orang ini kena soal kalau dia salah. Kalau bagi switch to take down end users show producers. Barangay kami super page dan itu bakal tapi beliau ni orang bakal ini bakal. Deh, tentang ini sangat ini dari orang ini. Kalau kita ni orang lain ada satu macam home, kalau sesuai dia, kemudian alternative. Kejuri kayak misalnya satu macam home. Dan ini yang buat usia juni, dan yang pada juni bagi macam juni, yo no jika kemah, in I udah alternative. Kalau kena usut kena, ban lekai football, in I udah football. Kalau kena usut kena, kalau SP berlagi ban fashion, kalau fashion, kita berlagi kita main juru ni. Ini lebih aktiviti nabar berlagi.